Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're jumping straight into the source material you sent us about that mobile word game, Vivid Words.
Right.
It's got this interesting hook, doesn't it? Promises, hours of fun, but also the chance to earn and actually withdraw real money.
Exactly. That classic mix of casual gaming and cash rewards. So our mission here is pretty straightforward. Quickly unpack the claims and get to the heart of the question the sources raise.
Which is,
Well, basically, is this thing legit? Or is it just another one of those scams?
okay, let's get into it. The sources lay out the mechanics pretty clearly. You play the game, complete levels, and you win cash rewards. Simple enough.
It seems simple, and they make it easy to feel like you're winning big right at the start. The sources mention players getting like up to $5 for some of the early levels.
$5? That's quite a bit for a mobile game level.
It is. It makes the cash feel very real, very achievable. And then they mention you can withdraw using PayPal or, other known payment methods.
Which adds that layer of trust, right?
Yeah,
Using a name like PayPal.
precisely. It lends credibility. Makes you think, okay, this might actually work.
But there's always a but, isn't there? If it's easy money and uses PayPal, what's the catch, the sources point out?
The catch is, well, it's buried in the requirements. Before you can actually touch any of that money you've supposedly earned,
Uh-huh.
you have to hit a withdrawal threshold, a specific amount.
And the sources mention what that amount is.
They do. It's set at a pretty daunting $200.
200. Wow. Okay. So you start off earning maybe $5 a level, feeling good,
Yeah, you feel like you're making progress.
but you need to get to $200 before you see a penny? That seems steep.
It is steep. And this is where the sources really dig in. That initial generous payout, it doesn't last. Not even close.
Ah, so the earning rate changes.
Dramatically.
Hmm.
As you get closer to that $200 target, the amount you earn per level just plummets. It slows right down.
To what kind of level?
The sources suggest it becomes almost negligible. They actually calculated that your potential earnings can drop to something like 2 cents per hour.
2 cents an hour? Seriously?
Seriously, long before you'd ever realistically reach the $200 mark. It's like the finish line keeps moving further away.
So the whole system seems designed, well, not for you to actually cash out then.
That's the core argument in the sources, yeah.
Yeah.
It's less about rewarding players and more about keeping them playing, keeping them engaged.
Engaged and watching ads, I assume.
Exactly. That seems to be the real business model here. The sources argue you, the player, essentially become the product. You're spending hours playing, watching mandatory video ads,
All while chasing a payout that's designed to be almost impossible to reach.
or at least requiring an absolutely ridiculous amount of time. It frames that cycle question for you, the listener. Is Vivid Words a real cash rewards app? Or is it, like the sources suggest, just another fake one built to get ad views?
Okay, but let's balance this a bit. We've talked a lot about the money aspect, which sounds pretty questionable based on the sources.
Right.
But the underlying thing is a word puzzle game. What about that part? Is the game itself any good? Forget the money for a second.
That's actually a really interesting point the sources make. They confirm the core gameplay, the word puzzles in Vivid Words, are, well, they're pretty decent.
Yeah.
Genuinely engaging, even.
So the game itself isn't terrible.
No, and that's kind of key to why the model works, isn't it? People stick around partly because they still hold on to that tiny hope of cash, maybe, but also because the game itself provides some actual entertainment.
That makes sense. The fun factor keeps them watching those ads, even when the cash rewards have basically evaporated.
Precisely. It's a crucial part of the loop.
All right, so let's wrap this up. We've seen the claims. Fun game, real cash, easy withdrawal via PayPal,
The initial hook.
and then the reality presented in the sources. This massive $200 withdrawal threshold and an earning rate that craters to maybe 2 cents an hour.
Yeah, essentially making the payout incredibly difficult, if not practically impossible to reach.
So the value proposition is tricky. It seems tied completely to reaching a goal that the game itself actively makes harder to get to.
Which brings us to our final thought for you. Considering that your ability to earn any money hinges entirely on hitting this specific, potentially unreachable withdrawal threshold,
Right.
what value should you put on your own time? Before you jump into any game promising real cash rewards, what specific risks in terms of your time investment should you really think about? Especially knowing the goal might just be about maximizing their ad revenue, not your payout.